Hey y'all, just getting set up, sharing the link, waiting for everyone to come in. Let's give it a minute. Okay. So hi everyone, 4 people here. I'm just going to share the link real quick if you guys want to share. Hey Dibbit Gaming, Amphibian Fish Channel, what's up? Susan SLC Aquatics, how are ya? We got an unboxing to go on. We got some stuff going on today. But like I said, just give me a second and I'll get to it. So, just got to share this post before we get going. So, if you guys are friends in any of the same shrimp groups on Facebook as me, or friends with me on Facebook, you will see me sharing this to pretty much all of them right now. But the plan for the night is I have 2 boxes to unbox. One from AquaticArts and one from Amazon. Then I think I am going to redo my moss tree because it looks my Subwassertang melted. If you saw my last live stream, you'd know that. And I'm also going to try to upgrade my RO storage. So we'll get to it in just a sec. I'm almost done here, guys. I promise. Maybe like 5 more. I have this all set up too, so all I have to do is copy, paste, enter, but it still takes a minute. Hey Akash, welcome. Nice to see you again. Neon Tetra, how are ya? I'm gonna go through. I'm not looking at the chat right now, but I'll scroll back and read it in a second. Oh, here we go. I'm cruising now. I found my rhythm. Found my rhythm. Okay, we're about to get rolling. Might as well say hi to everyone first, and then we'll get rolling. Thanks guys for coming. So that's cool. Okay. That'll do. Let's scroll and see what we got going on here. Relax, yo. What's going on? King Lee, hey, just watched your video. Give you a few tips on the comment. I don't know if you read it or not, but I hope they work out for you. It was a great video. Everyone go check out King Lee's unboxing video from Flip Aquatics. All right, let's go outside and do this. So, let's flip the camera around. There's the mat and filter foam that I cut apart. I didn't show you guys that yesterday, or maybe you did. Jimmy H, what's up? Good video. Just watched you. Poor shrimpies. Poor shrimpies. Everyone check out Jimmy H's new video, too. Of his fish devouring some shrimpies. Ooh, it's actually getting kind of dark out here, so I hope this works. So here we have the box from AquaticArts. And I'm going to try to go quickly, actually, because it's getting dark out here. And that means bugs. I could always turn on my bug zapper. I could listen to that zap all night. That's fun. So, lots of confetti-like paper. Are you guys excited to see what's in here? I got you guys all pumped up. You probably think it's shrimp. You think it's shrimp, don't you? It's not shrimp, but I did do an unboxing video earlier today, not live. That is shrimp. So I'll give you a sneak peek of that. We'll go in the basement and see what that's all about. But I got a couple portions of Java moss here because, like I said, my Subwassertang melted. This stuff is so dusty and confetti. It's the only thing I hate about it. It's great insulation. But I think I ordered 2. I don't even remember how many I ordered. But there's pretty decent sized portions of Java moss here. It may be enough to cover my moss tree. I hope so, because it was, I don't even remember how much it was, but it wasn't cheap. But I do have some Subwassertang in the mail coming from Mark Shrimp Tanks. So we'll see how that is. I hope that'll be good. But let's go in the house. And I haven't decided where I want to do the moss tree yet. I was going to do it out here, but it's getting kind of dark. So I think we're going to have to do it at the kitchen table. So we'll do that. Yeah, sub King Lee. Everyone get over there. Get him to 500. Speaking of that, get me to 1,000. Just playing, but for real, 1,000 would be really cool. I'm seriously contemplating a contest giving away some guppies when I reach 1,000 subs. But we talked about that before too. Let me turn the light on in here. Hopefully I won't be too loud. Well, we got to go back outside and get that chair that I used to prop the camera on. Gives it a little bit of higher view. This chair right here. Oh, I didn't even do the second unboxing here, but we could do that later. This is my new RO storage container. I think it's like a 40 gallon. I have no idea how many gallons. I gotta look it up again, but I know it's bigger than the one I currently have. So here we go. V-Stag, how are you? What's going on? DPK, what's up? Hey, thank you for coming. Okay. So, let's see if we can get you guys a good view here. Hitting buttons. Turned on some dance party by accident, apparently. Let's turn that off. Normal. Okay, but now go away. Okay. Cool. You guys might have to go pretty far back to see, but I think that's alright. Alright, I'm gonna go get the moss tree in that tank right there. Do you guys want to see the tree looks like? Yeah. Not everyone probably knows what the tree looks like right now. So, basically, this is my Red Dragon Guppy tank. Beautiful if it would. Light's kind of bright if I could get it the right way. But yeah, my Red Dragons, but as you can see, the moss, it was Subwassertang, just like melted. I don't know why. It happened kind of right after I put it in here, so I'm thinking maybe it spent too long in the mail or something. But, oh, as you can see, there's a bunch of red Rili. Let's adjust the light. So, I'm going to have to make sure none of them are on this tree. Thank you. I'm going to read some comments also right before I pull this out. So, anyone may answer, will blue dreams or blue sapphires look better on tan sand? Yeah. Okay. The blue, sorry, I just got shushed, so we might have to go in the basement because my kids are sleeping. They'll both look really good on tan sand. It depends on the intensity of blue you're looking for and the quality of each type that you have. I'm going to go ahead and grab this out of the tank, and then we're going to head downstairs and I'll read some more comments. Please, shrimpies, I'll come off. Oh man, the tank's going to be a mess. The guppies are probably going to eat all that good stuff. I was going to give it a quick dip again to make sure all the guppies came off. I'm going to vacuum all that crap out later. Get as much of that off as I can. Alright, I'm going to grab this. Pardon the mess, there's toys everywhere, but if you have kids, you know. Alright. It's so hard to carry everything with one hand. Alright, this is why we have pockets, right? So, I'm going to flip around the camera. You like my hoodie? Yeah, it was a pretty good deal. It was only like 40 bucks. Thought it'd be more money than that. Yummy melted Subwassertang. Alrighty, coming down, coming down, coming down. My office is a freaking disaster, but it's gonna have to work for now. And of course I didn't bring my chair with me that you guys would sit on. So I'm gonna have to look around for a quick substitute. I'm gonna read the chat while I'm here now. Am I on drugs? I hope so. Drugs are awesome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not the message I want to send. It's okay. I wasn't in the fish room when I watched. They didn't see it. How nice guppies, Roma. Thank you, Jimmy. In my opinion, I would go with Blue Dreams. Blue Dreams are super nice. Since we're talking about this, I could show you my sapphires in my Blue Dreams, and they are on the same pool sand that we see here. I have such a bad connection down here. That's why I didn't want to stay down here. Let me know if the connection gets really bad. It says poor connection, but I noticed it said that a lot yesterday, and the video seemed alright, I thought, when I went back and watched it later. But here we go. So there's the tanks I set up in the live stream last night. I just added these Endler cones to all the tanks, and I've noticed the tannins, you can see. I gotta mount these lights. They're not mounted, so they just kind of freely roll right now. But these are my sapphire shrimp slash blue diamond slash black diamond. I'm trying to hold the light and get a good shot. And over here are my Blue Dreams, if any want to come out and play. I don't have very many in here, and they are all hiding at the moment. There's one back there on the leaf, but he's so dark, the camera's not picking him up. They're all in the back. Up there's one on the wood right there, but again, so shadowy, it's probably not going to help with your decision. I personally like the Blue Dreams better because they have all different colored blue, and as you can see, like the sapphire shrimp. I don't know. I feel like the culls of the Blue Dreams are still a prettier shrimp than the culls of the sapphire shrimp, if you understand. I feel like that was pretty clear. Alright, but anyway, we'll come back to my shrimp later. Some of my shadow pandas are out today. They weren't out last night. And my babies are getting pretty big. Look at that. That was one of the babies not too long ago. It was a little speck on the glass, probably about a week ago. Oh, there's another one. Little no entry baby. I hate the zoom on YouTube, on the YouTube app. Thank you for the love the hoodie. Thank you DPK for encouraging hitting that like button. And since we're giving the tour, here's the Royal Blue Tigers. They stopped doing the male happy dance that they were doing pretty much for 24 hours yesterday. Where are you going? Where'd you go? Zoom out, YouTube. I'm gonna say there's always up one around the filter. There's usually a couple on the wood. And these guys are from Jason Lynn. And they are extremely pretty. And then I guess I'll show you my. These guys are just the females for what are these again? Platinum Mosaic big ears. There's a couple frying here and the two females. Very bad connection, going away. Alright, and then blue Ramshorns in that tank. And that tank is just cycling still. So let's get to this wood. Let's get to this wood, and hopefully the connection is okay and doesn't go crazy. Oh, and I didn't even show you the new addition. I guess that'll be a teaser. My new shrimp came from Joe Chang at from jtybee.com. He's also on Aquabid and Facebook. This tripod was kind of cheap, and now I need to tighten up the screws and stuff on it. Not to mention, I'm just putting you on this cardboard box here and hoping that you don't fall over. I think that's a pretty good view. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Alright guys, at this point, I'm probably not going to be able to look at the chat for a minute because I'm going to be super gluing stuff. So, here we go. Try to get all this old dead stuff off first. I hope I have enough. I thought I ordered 4, but maybe I didn't. Because like I said, it's expensive. Java moss is pretty expensive. But maybe I had 4 in my cart and then I was like, whoa, I can't afford that, and only bought 2. That's a possibility. But I'm going to use Gorilla Super Glue Gel here. I normally use Loctite, but I can't find any of it. And I had this around, and the internets say it works okay. So I'm going to do that. It's actually going to be, maybe they did get 4 portions, they just put it all in 2 cups, because that's, once you take it out of the cup, there's kind of a lot of it, you know, so that's kind of cool. More than I thought, so hopefully I'll have enough to do this whole tree. So I'm going to go kind of light at first, because with the Subwassertang it went real heavy at first, and then I lost some. This is really nice looking Java moss. Came from AquaticArts again, if you missed the beginning. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to super glue some clumps on here and hope it looks good. Shake well. Oh man. Probably not going to have enough super glue. Just my luck. feel like I should have some music playing. First time I did this with the Subwassertang, it was in time lapse. I feel like that looks really good, actually. Yep, this is probably why people use moss more often than they use Subwassertang. But that looks real nice. But so did the Subwassertang until it melted away. Alright, here we go. I'm trying to go real light with the super glue now. Normally I would go much heavier, and that's probably going to doom me, because now I'm not going to use enough or something. Am I already out? I am already out, guys. Oh no, there we go. More's coming. But I'm pretty much out. So unless I could find more super glue, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. Oh, I got more out. We might just be moving on to the RO. And this can be to be continued. But maybe I'm just using a lot more super glue than I actually need to, because I felt like with the Subwassertang I needed a lot of it. But this is actually, feels like it's sticking and taking to the sponge much better than the Subwassertang did. So we'll see. I'll at least get one little patch on each. I can't say that because I don't know how much of this glue I'm going to get. I hope you guys are entertaining yourself in the chat. I see a little bit of talking going on, so that's good. 12 people, 12 likes, that's good. That's good. There's this little weird part over here. It's all weird shaped, but that's why it looks kind of real. Oh, that's the worst. I just got some super glue on my fingers. And now the Java moss wants to stick to my fingers. I was trying to avoid that so bad. Oh. This is much easier than the Subwassertang build. Note to self. I think the Subwassertang would have looked nicer than the moss though if it did actually take. I think I actually have a lot more super glue left than I thought I did. It's just appearances. Whoa. round 2, container number 2, but I'm on the last piece of moss, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna have extra moss to throw in my shrimp tanks and whatnot. Or I could just make this look better. What do you guys think? I'll check your comments in a minute. Should I make this look better and try to go all out and put more moss on it? Or should I save some for my shrimpies? And then I will pretend like your answer matters. Just kidding. I will definitely take what you want to see into account. But I do have to make sure that I've got everywhere that's going to be showing. See, like that angle, I need to hit the bottom of that one too. Some of these I got to get the bottom just because of the way the branches and the foam is on there. Well, maybe I am out of super glue, and then the answer would just be save the Java moss because you don't have the super glue. Okay, I think we're about good here. I don't know if anyone's still in here. It doesn't look like I can't see anything. Priscilla, welcome. I just saw you real quick when I hit that button. I just have to make sure I get these edges that I know are for sure going to be showing. And it's definitely going to look thicker outside the water. As soon as you put it in the water, the moss expands and then you can see a lot more of the sponge. So that one looks fairly good. So is that one. That one needs a little more on the front, and that one needs a little more on the front. But other than that, I think we're about golden on this. So I'm just gonna do those two little areas. And then I still have moss, so I got to do leftover and make it pretty good because I don't even think I'd want to put more moss on here because I think I'd just be gluing it on top, moss on top of moss, and the moss, whatever the moss the super glue touches, it kills. So you kind of want to be light with the super glue if you can. Or maybe this is going on easier because the Gorilla Glue was better than the Loctite. I haven't even considered that. But I normally, like I said, I normally use the Loctite because that's what the internet says is the best. But Gorilla Glue is definitely cheaper for the amount that you get. And it seems to be working easier and better, which can't complain about that. Alright, I think this is the last piece. And I did make this. I do have a video of how I originally made this Subwassertang tree. if you want to check it out. And now that you know it melted. But basically you could see how I put the foam onto the branches and basically made the base of the tree that you saw before I started. I'd say that looks pretty good. Alright, let's go get it upstairs in the tank. Well, should I give it a minute to cure? I think I'll give it a minute to cure. But I'm worried that you guys aren't here anymore because I don't see any chat. And I don't see any thing at the top. So I might have dropped. I might have such a bad connection down here I lost everyone. I'll have to find out in a minute when I go upstairs. Alright. I'm going to dump the rest of this Java moss. Where should I put it? Probably in this new cycling tank to be safe, even though AquaticArts is probably pretty trustworthy. I'll just keep it in there for now. A little bit of a quarantine. Super glue on the fingers is the worst. I gotta tighten this screw up on this tripod. Is anyone still here? How can I tell? How can I tell if anyone's still here? I'm gonna go out in the garage for a minute. It seemed like there was a good connection out there. You guys still here? Kang, Jimmy, Victor, April, Dwayne. Hello, everyone. That's what the comment says, but how long ago was that? And why doesn't it tell me how many people are here now? It looks like I'm going to have to go on the computer and look at this, because who knows if I'm even streaming anymore. Oh, there are 10 people still watching. I wonder why my phone's acting weird. And there's definitely more chat in here than was showing up on my phone. Sorry for that, guys. That was probably pretty boring, but now I'll just watch in here, even though it's probably going to lag out even worse then, because now I'm watching two things through my Wi-Fi. I'll just pause the video and just use the chat over here. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Dwayne. Priscilla, thank you for updating me. 11 watching. All right, I'm going to get to look at this super glue on my thumb. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like white, and it's driving me crazy. It's on both my thumbs. It's going to drive me nuts. But anyway, let's get to the unboxing of the new arrow storage container. Is my motion light going to come on and give us some light out here? Oh, alright, cool. Alright, so flip the camera here. Here we go. So it's probably a horrible unboxing because I don't remember who I got this from or how much it cost or how many gallons it was, because here, I'm gonna put you on the table here. Connect. Okay, still 10 people here. Thanks for waiting. Oh man, that was awful. Poor connection again. I'm gonna leave the phone right here by the door. Mickey Mouse calculator. And I will unbox from here. So, what I was saying is I don't know how much this was. All I know is that I got it on Amazon. I don't know how many gallons it is. As I was searching through so many, so I finally thought this was the best value gallon per space per dollar wise. Does it say how many gallons it is? No. I think it's like 32 gallons or something. I could look it up at some point. The item number, it's a Genuine Joe, and the item number is GJO57258, if any of you want to look it up and see what it is. But that'll hold a lot more water than my current RO, and it'll take up about the same amount of space, which is awesome. So basically what I want to do with this is I need to install the float valve and take it off my current water and put it onto this water, which I'm going to have to do in the basement, which is where I was getting a poor signal, but at least I didn't lose it like I did out here. So I have my drill, have my container, have you guys. We're gonna go in the house. We're gonna upgrade my RO now. We're getting a lot done tonight. Oh, actually the super glue is probably done curing, so we'll do that first. We'll put that back in the, put that in the tank. So bring this down, bring that up, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, so here we go. That's down. We're gonna go over here, and where's the tree? Here's the tree. Ooh, some Java moss hiding under it. Nope. Here's the tree. So hopefully this one doesn't melt, and if it does, this is just going to be a bare tree. No more plants. Alright, so now I have to be quiet because my wife and kids are sleeping up the stairs. Oh no. You guys are not going to believe what just happened. We got to go back downstairs. Dun dun dun. So, when I went to put you guys down, I smacked the branch against the couch, and it knocked a huge hunk of this foam off and Java moss that I need to put back on here. And I forgot where it was, and I really, really liked the way this looked. I don't want to mess it up. So, bear with me for a minute here, guys. Well, I figure out where it was. I think it was this right here. It had to have been. Yep, it was down there. No biggie. You could just glue it right back on. I just need one more drop. Just one more drop. Okay, I'm just gonna hold that there for a minute. And then let it go, because the foam's going to want to expand. And I noticed that if you let it expand, it works better than if you try to hold it there until the glue dries. But again, I think this is good to go. Back upstairs, back upstairs. We lost some people. That's okay. We're 41 minutes into it, so. But we just gained a person. Hello, whoever you are. Alright. So here's the moss tree for if there's anyone new here. Now I'm gently going to put it down. And now I have to talk quiet for a minute while we get this in here. What do you think, guys? You can see all the white spots where the Gorilla Glue was. But it'll all grow. The moss will grow around it, or it'll melt, like the Subwassertang did. Oh, look at that buried. Pretty little girl. Red dragon guppies, if you weren't here before. Also known as the prettiest guppies in the world. But alright, let's go work on that RO storage container. I can show you what I got now. And this should only take a couple minutes. And then that's it for me. Unless you guys want to see. Oh, I gotta show you Joe Chang's shrimp that came in today. For those of you stuck around, I think it's time, huh? Oh, the timers went off. Turn them back on. So in this tank we have orange eye red ghosts. 10 of them. Well, 9 of them, because one didn't make it and he had amazing customer service. He actually got a hold of me on Facebook pretty much the minute that they were delivered, like 10 minutes later. Asked how everything was going. I told him that one of them was DOA, and he didn't even really ask me for a picture. He just said, okay, do you want a refund or store credit? And I said, I was actually unaware that you even did store credit and refunds. And he said, with any overnight shipping, DOA, it is a refund. So I took store credit, but that's awesome because I didn't even pay for the overnight. It was free with the package deal. But I don't know, I got a poor connection right now, which is horrible because this is when you want it good, so you can see good of my shrimp. Ooh, there's the blue panda looking pretty. Looking pretty. I got some blue bolt Missouri up here. Pretty, 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 pretty. But anyway, let's get this armor going. What are you guys even looking at right now? Come on now. Okay. Why is it zoomed in still? Okay, so there's my basket now. Where there, my bucket that's holding my water. It's got the float pump on it. So basically what I need to do is drain some water into here and put the float pump on it. I'm going to go turn the water off real quick. Okay, so now the water to my roadie is off, which stands for reverse osmosis deionization, which is why we have pure water for the shrimpies. It's pretty much the best medicine you could do for your fish. So, drained a little bit of water out of there. And actually, now I just thought about it, that little bit of water that's in here, I'm going to use to rinse this. So I will be back in approximately 30 seconds. I'm just going to run over to my laundry sink and use the water that's in here to clean this out. Okay, I feel better about that. So now this can go over here. I need to try to rotate my water without it spilling everywhere. It's just on a stool. So you can see the float valve is just drilled, a hole I drilled, and then it's like a just a nut that holds it on there. So here I'm gonna switch the camera and turn it this way, that way I can see what I'm doing. Make sure that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just loosen up this nut, and this will allow me to take the tube out. So now the tube's out. Then there's this nut here that's on there really tight. Even though I just tightened it, it's on there real tight. Always try to have a pair of pliers. I like to keep a pair of pliers in like every single room so they're always within reach. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, but this should only been hand tightened because it's plastic. You don't really want to use tools to tighten plastic. You can strip it so easily. Now I'm basically just going to unscrew that nut. And then there's a little rubber, or yeah, probably rubber gasket. I don't know what material it is. Some type of gasket there. Very carefully take that off. I drilled this hole so perfect that I actually forgot that I had to screw it into the hole. It doesn't fit perfect, which is takes a little longer to do, but it's going to protect against leaking for sure. I hope I can do it that well on the new one. Almost there. I feel so rushed when I do live streams. I like taking my time with the normal videos, and then I could just time lapse them if I feel like that's too much. So here's the float valve. And the way it works is when the water gets high enough, it stops the water from flowing out into the container. So I need to drill a hole in the container that is the size of that float valve. And I think I'm going to do it in the side of it, or the, not the short, the long side of it. So, because it's probably going to go right where it is now, and it'll just be easier if it's on that side. So, drill. Tilt you guys. Oh, too much of a tilt. You guys see? You kind of see, huh? Alright, let's see if that works later. So basically what I'm going to do here is, so I got to go to the second hole, and I'm going to drill from the outside, so it pulls the plastic out. Okay. So, and this bit, by the way, I got on Amazon. It came with a carrying, like an aluminum carrying case, and like 5 of these different unibits, and it was only like 20 bucks. It's kind of amazing. Kind of an amazing deal. I can't really see what you guys can see. I hope this is in view for you. So let's see here. Yeah, it goes right through. That's kind of a perfect size hole. Put the gasket back on, and then I heard the nut drop, and I knew it was going to be trouble when I heard it drop. Up there it is. But I decided I would deal with that when I got to it. Dropped it again under the thing that I put you guys on. Now I gotta play operation and try to push it around and get it out the hole. Bzzzt, 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 got it. All you guys are looking at is my elbow, huh? I want to make sure this float valve is nice and level when you get it tight, because if it's not, it might not float right and could misfire, and then you're in trouble. So that's nice and tight. Grab the tube, put it back here. Screw that on nice and tight. Okay. Make sure that goes straight up and down. See, I was a little off. Helps to look at it from straight up. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little test here. I have my water up. Oh, you guys are still looking down there. So I'm going to do a little test. I have my water in the white one, and here's the new one. So I'm going to take all the water from that one and put it in this one. And See how much it holds. But first, I might try to get the water. Yeah, we'll see. I need to move some of this water. Oh, you guys almost went down. I caught you though. I caught you that time. Why are you going down? Oh, the one leg fell. See, I gotta tighten up this tripod. It does not like this right now. But here we go. So now my goal is to get this light enough to get on the floor without making this one heavy enough to get up there. And see if that happens. And I didn't even measure right now. That one's on a bar stool. And I don't even know if there's enough room for this to fit on top of the bar stool without hitting the ceiling, but we're going to find out. But this is nice and tall, so I might not even have to put it up on anything. Maybe a cinder block, because this is thin and tall. That's one of the reasons I bought it. Fits perfect in this nice little room. It's still pretty heavy. That's getting heavy. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I'm just going to let all of this drain into here. Because there's no way that I'm going to be able to pick that up unless I drain into like a separate third bucket, which I could do, but I don't feel like doing right now. Almost there. Once it's light enough, I'll just pick it up and dump it. It's at a weird angle right now for me to get to it. Actually, I might not want to dump it because I can see this can. Here, if I want to see. I can see the can getting wider. Let me flip the camera so I can see what you see. See the can getting wider and wider as it fills with water, so I may not want to dump too much in at once, just in case. But you can see already that it's pretty much going to hold about double. It's only about halfway full, and it's less than halfway because it lines it. This line right here is a halfway mark, and it's not even there yet. So it's going to hold quite a bit more water. Put you back up here. Whoa, don't fall, don't fall. Cool. So, as you can see, it can hold quite a bit more water. That was everything my old one can hold. This one's still got plenty to go. So, put that down. I don't think it would have been able to fit on the stool anyway. There wouldn't have been enough room. It would have been too tall. I gotta find something else to put it on. So for now, oh yeah, there's no way I would have been able to lift that either. I can barely slide this thing. So right now I'm just gonna slide it back. Put it right there. Still gotta buy a cover for it. I'm just gonna cover it with something for now. But let's go for a little walk, shall we? Get this stool out of here. Get this old garbage can out of here. Add it to the pile of junk. Not junk, reusable fish supplies. Duh. Okay. So here I'm gonna turn on my water. Watch the RO pressure go up. It shoots right up there. And then actually it's already open on the other side because the float valve is down. And I've noticed when I do that, kind of goes slower. So now that I turn the water on, I'm going to actually come over here and lift up my float valve to turn it off. And what that's going to do is it's going to let it build up pressure to get about 70 on the RO unit, and then it'll stop trying to produce water. And I feel like once you stop it and let it start to try to produce water and let that pressure build up to that 70 before you let it go, it runs faster. So see, yeah, you can see already it was running a little bit faster than it was. Because before it was just dripping right down the side of the container. Now it's actually got enough water to come out. So guys, that's it for today, I guess. The reason I bought the more storage is because I ran out of water. Like, as you can see, this tank still isn't full because I didn't get enough water. And that one's not full, so there's not enough water. But it's okay because I still am waiting on my air pump. But actually I'm going to get some air stones tomorrow and see if if I put air stones on these, if I could get more tanks out of them. And I think I can. So, alright guys, I think that's it. While we got a good connection again, it looks like, I might as well just show Joe Chang's Orange Eye Red Ghost. These are Caridinas. For those of you who don't know, all of my buffering substrate I keep behind the matin filter if it requires buffering substrate. So that's why you don't see any in these Orange Eye Red Ghost tank, and you don't see it in the Yellow King Kong tank. You do see it in the Taiwan B tank, but only because I did it for looks. There's a lot more behind all of those matin filters. But alright guys, thank you so much for your support. I got some unboxing videos. I did an unboxing video of those Orange Eye Red Ghosts from Joe Chang's at jtaiB.com. Obviously I have to do the editing and everything. I just got them today, so that's, and I still have to do a couple more videos that I still haven't put out that came before them, including the Royal Blue unboxing. But stay tuned for all that. Thank you again so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you later.